Classical music that makes you happy. What if music could really make you happy? What if a few notes could change your day? A piano chord, a violin rising, and suddenly, your heart feels lighter. Your breathing slows down. The world seems less heavy. It's almost magical. And yet, it's not a miracle. It's music. Classical music. But not the kind we think of as cold, elitist, or reserved for knowledgeable music lovers. No, music that is alive, vibrant, human. Music that speaks to everyone wherever they are. Music that comforts, uplifts, and heals. Welcome to this video. Here, we will embark together on a unique journey of sound. Discover why classical music makes us happy. Understand what science says about its effects on our brains. Listen to those who live it, prescribe it, and pass it on. And above all, learn how to embrace it so that it becomes an ally in your daily life. Imagine replacing morning stress with Vivaldi's Spring. Replace insomnia with Debussy's Clair de Lune, or simply find a moment of peace with a Bach variation. This isn't a marketing promise. It's not an abstract theory. It's a reality. In hospitals, schools, retirement homes, classical music is already being used as a form of therapy, and you can do it too. In this video, you don't need any musical knowledge. No need to read a score or know the difference between an allegro and an adagio. Just listen and feel. We'll show you how your brain reacts to Mozart, why certain pieces of music trigger physical pleasure, which works are used to calm, energize, and heal, which composers have literally changed lives, and how to build your own playlist of happiness. Because yes, classical music can make you happy. Deeply, lastingly, with no side effects. And above all, it's there, everywhere. Free, available, infinite. Just press play. So, get your ears ready. Happiness starts now. What the science of musical happiness says, what we feel when we listen to classical music, is not just a matter of taste. It is not simply an aesthetic pleasure. It is a measurable, visible, and extraordinarily powerful reaction. When you listen to a piece of music that moves you, your brain literally springs into action. From the very first seconds, it picks up sounds, analyzes them, anticipates them, and associates them with memories, emotions, and images. It's a veritable internal fireworks display, simultaneously activating the areas of emotion, memory, language, and attention. But that's not all. What science has discovered is even more fascinating. Certain well-constructed classical works, such as a Mozart sonata or a Bach prelude, trigger the release of dopamine, the famous pleasure molecule. According to a study conducted at McGill University in Canada, listening to certain pieces such as Pachelbel's Canon or Mozart's Sonate K.448 causes a significant increase in dopamine in the nucleus accumbens, the reward center of the brain. In other words, your brain reacts as if it were receiving good news, a caress, or a square of dark chocolate. And that's not all. Classical music also stimulates serotonin, which regulates mood, and endorphins, the natural painkillers produced by our own bodies. The result? Blood pressure drops, breathing slows down, and the heart rate decreases. A study published in 2021 even showed that listening to classical music regularly significantly reduced levels of cortisol, the stress hormone. In short, classical music is a natural anxiety reliever without a prescription. But why do some pieces give us more pleasure than others? The answer lies in a very special mechanism: musical anticipation. Your brain likes to predict what's going to happen next. It listens to a pattern, anticipates what comes next, and if the music confirms or gently surprises its expectations, it feels intense pleasure. This is what Mozart, Bach, and Beethoven did. They composed like sound illusionists, playing with our perception to provoke shivers and smiles. Finally, and this is undoubtedly the most beautiful thing, listening to classical music regularly literally transforms the brain. This is known as brain plasticity. The circuits linked to attention, memory, and emotions are strengthened over time, even in beginners. Even if you've never listened to Bach in your life, all you have to do is start and listen. Your brain will adapt and ask for more. When music becomes therapy. For a long time, music was considered a luxury, a hobby, background noise. But today, in more and more hospitals, nursing homes, and doctors' offices, it is used as a therapeutic tool. Yes, music heals. Or rather, it helps the body and mind heal better. Dozens of clinical studies prove it. Classical music reduces pain and anxiety, improves sleep quality, promotes recovery after surgery, and strengthens mental health. A study published in PLOS One in 2023 followed 2 groups of dialysis patients. The first listened to a selection of classical pieces tailored to their heart rate and anxiety level. The second listened to nothing. The results: 40% less anxiety in the music group, significantly reduced depressive symptoms, and a reduced need for medication. Another striking study found that listening to Mozart or Bach significantly reduced the consumption of painkillers in patients who had undergone surgery, with a level of relief comparable to that of a light dose of morphine. But beware, not all music is created equal. The most effective pieces are slow, classical pieces without lyrics, with a steady tempo between 60 and 80 beats per minute. Among the most commonly prescribed by therapists are Clair de Lune by Debussy, Deep Calm, Sleep, Bach's Goldberg Variations, Emotional Balance, Mozart's Piano Concerto No. 21, General Serenity, Spiegel im Spiegel by Arvo Pärt, Meditation, Breathing, Air on the G String by Bach, Muscle Relaxation. And in older people, the results are sometimes astonishing. In Alzheimer's patients, certain pieces of music revive lost memories, reactivate expression, and even reawaken forgotten gestures. Remember that viral video? An elderly Spanish ballerina with advanced dementia lies prostrate, silent, until she hears Swan Lake. Then slowly, her eyes light up, and she starts dancing again. Her hands follow the melody. Her body remembers, even if her memory can no longer speak. Music works where words fail. It penetrates the consciousness, touches the heart, and awakens identity. Even at school, the effects are spectacular. In Sweden, Japan, and France, teachers play a few minutes of Debussy or Satie before a math exercise. The result? Greater concentration and less agitation. The children themselves say it. We feel good in our heads. So no, music is not a medicine like any other, but it has the same effects, without addiction, without side effects. What if we listened a little more to heal ourselves gently? The composers of happiness: Mozart, Bach, Debussy. Every composer has their own emotional signature. Some make us vibrate, others calm us, and still others restore our faith in life. But three names keep coming up in playlists of happiness: Mozart, Bach, and Debussy. First, there's Mozart, the sunny genius, the architect of joy. He laughed, improvised, played billiards, and wrote while joking around. And his music reflects this. It's balanced, bright, and clear as running water. Science has been interested in this since the 1990s with the famous Mozart effect. A study showed that students who listened to Sonate K.448 performed better on a spatial reasoning test. But beyond intelligence, Mozart's music has a particular effect on mood. It reduces stress. It stimulates dopamine. It improves concentration. Take his piano concerto number 23, for example. It's a model of emotional progression. The allegro, lively, joyful, communicative. The adagio, slow, soothing, almost meditative. The finale, dance-like, endorphin-inducing, euphoric. It's a complete musical cure. Some therapists even call it Mozart medicine. Then there's Bach, the architect of inner silence. His music is structured, rigorous, almost mathematical. And yet, it moves us. It reassures us. It uplifts us. Our brains love structure, repeated patterns, symmetries, harmonic logic. And Bach is the absolute master of this architecture of sound. Take his Goldberg variations, for example. Originally composed to soothe an aristocrat's insomnia, they are now used for concentration, refocusing, and inner stability. The pianist Glenn Gould played them every morning for 30 years, his ritual for mental peace. And then there is Debussy, the painter of dreams, the alchemist of calm. His music does not seek structure or feet. It caresses. It floats. It breathes silence. His Clair de Lune is one of the most widely used pieces in sleep therapy. It slows the heart rate, calms the nervous system, and creates a soft, almost liquid nighttime atmosphere. It's the ideal music to unwind to after a busy day. But these three masters are not alone. Vivaldi, with Spring, awakens gray mornings. Beethoven, with his Symphony No. 9, gives an incomparable burst of energy. Satie, Arvo Pärt, Handel, Vaughan Williams. All have composed works that touch on joy, peace, and light. And the wonderful thing is that everyone can find their own music of happiness. Because sound well-being, like scent or color, is deeply personal. It's up to you to explore, to try, to feel. How can you listen to music to be happier? Playlists, rituals, tips. So, how can you turn this musical magic into a real wellness ritual? How can you go from passive listening to a practice that improves your mood, concentration, and inner balance every day? The answer lies in one word: intention. Because to fully experience the benefits of classical music, it's not enough to just hear it. You have to really listen to it. Start by creating a moment, a space. Turn off notifications. Choose a quiet place. Put on a good pair of headphones or a quality speaker. And give yourself 10, 15, or 30 minutes just for you. You don't need to understand everything. Just let it wash over you. To guide you, Here are a few suggestions for playlists to make you happy, depending on the time of day. In the morning, to get you started, Vivaldi's Four Seasons. Eine kleine Nachtmusik, Mozart. Wedding March, Mendelssohn. Brandenburg, Concerto No. 3. Bach, objective, clear energy, sharp mind, natural motivation. During the day, to focus, Goldberg Variations, Bach. Sonate K.448, Mozart. Piano Concerto No. 21, Mozart. Gymnopédies, Satie. Objective, stability, clarity, fluid work. At the end of the day, to refocus, Clair de Lune, Debussy. The Lark Ascending, Vaughan Williams. Spiegel im Spiegel, Arvo Pärt. Air on the G string, Bach. Objective, slow down the pace, calm the mind. In the evening, to fall asleep peacefully, Nocturnes, Chopin. Berceuse, Fauré. Pavane, Ravel. Objective, deep calm, peaceful sleep. You can also compose your own emotional playlist according to your needs. Sadness, Mozart, Rachmaninoff, Arvo Pärt. Meditation, Satie, Bach, Pärt. Energy, Beethoven, Vidor, Handel. And to amplify the effects, breathe with the music. Breathe in on an ascending phrase. Breathe out on a descending one. Write down how you feel after listening. A word, an image, an emotion. Share what you listen to with a loved one. Talk about it. Laugh, cry, vibrate together. Because classical music is not a static showcase. It's a living, intimate, profound experience. And the more you listen to it, the more it speaks to you. The more you come back to it, the more it transforms you. So why not start today? Choose a piece. Press play. Breathe. Listen. And let your brain make you a little happier. What if classical music became your everyday ally? Classical music is not a luxury. It is not a pastime for scholars or insiders. It is an inner breath, a living presence, a gentle medicine available to all. Today, it is accessible everywhere, on your phone, in your headphones, in the silence of your living room. It costs nothing. It doesn't judge. It's waiting for you. So, next time you feel stressed, your mood is flagging, or you can't sleep, give it a try. Put on a Bach variation, a Mozart adagio, a prelude by Debussy, and let the music work its magic. It may not transform you in an instant, but it can become a faithful ally, a refuge, a source of light day after day. Music washes the soul of the dust of everyday life. Berthold Auerbach. If this video made you feel good, consider, like the video to support the channel, subscribe to discover more musical journeys, and share in the comments. Which classical piece calms you the most? Do you have a happy playlist to recommend? Thank you for listening. See you soon on the @Meloman News channel.